So as you can see, Buddy's walking beautiful on his lead, paying a lot of attention. Oh, little squirrel. He's doing good with that. He did good with that. Now you can see him almost getting frantic because the squirrel run across the grass all the way there. So, yeah, good. Whilst he was appearing pretty frantic, he wasn't pulling. So it doesn't matter what length lead a dog has, never ever let them pull at the end of that lead. So the first thing I'm noticing is, as soon as I put this line on him, he's getting very excited. So this line, or possibly any long line, indicates excitement to him. So you have to be careful to control that. Buddy, sit. Good. So today we're going to do impulse control again. I'm going to work on that for a while because he is really, really bad. So I'm going to try, and we did all this in the boot camp. So I'm going to see how it goes with when I get the toy. Sit. Good. So sit means sit, and he mustn't move until I give him another instruction. So I'm going to go through stuff like that with him. Leave. Leave. So this is impulse control. So now rather than let him take that at my feet, see if he'll swap for treats. Sit. Sit. So treats, as often is the case, are nowhere near as powerful as a toy. So he has to stay and he has to lead that, and we're building at the time. He is not in a million years going to get it. Hey! For squeaking. Now you see what he's doing as well. I'm not having to put him back where he was. Well, then he moved back further. But he was actually correcting himself. So again, this is part of your impulse control. Shut up! So when they do that, the toy goes away. That's the end of game. So I'll walk away. Obviously I'm not going far because I've left all the stuff there. We'll walk away, short lead, and then we try again. Never ever give a dog a toy for that kind of behaviour, because then you're rewarding the excitement. Sit. Good. He has to be able to cope with things being there and him not immediately having them. Sit. So there, I nudged him back because he's not coming to my space. Leave. Yep. Good. And you see, just that one correction, let him know that, no, you're not going to push boundaries and get your own way. So, the other one, I'll keep it all on one video. Leave. Good. Yep. Good. This is kind of what I did yesterday, but I did it with a ball. Balls are a lot higher value, but I'm using the same stuff as the toys he has. No, it's not a chew toy, it's a carry toy. All toys have different values, so these, if you leave it with him and let him chew it, he's going to destroy it in seconds. They're not a chew toy, they're a carry toy. So when we're finished exercising, he can carry this back home, because I know he's got one of these. Yep. Good lad. So don't let them chew. Buddy, sit. This will blow his mind a bit using two. Yep. Good catch. Well done. So the more toys I leave on the ground, the less he can claim. And see, the only one that's valuable is the one that's in my hand. Leave. Yep. Good lad. And now what I'm doing is, I had all three toys on the ground, as you saw, and then I started picking them up one by one, but I'm never going to take them all off him. Go! And give him nothing, because that's how you get resource guarding. Good lad. So we still got to encourage him to play fetch our way, not his way as well. Good lad. Well done. See, this is what I want to break. Leave. Yep. Oh, you think you're an acrobatic. He's giving it up way more easier than he was on day one. Leave. Yep. Good lad. So what I noticed yesterday as well is, first 2 to 3 throws he's really good. He gives it you really easy. Wait. And then by the 3rd or 4th he gets a bit giddy. Yep. Woohoo! He's doing really good with his obedience. So watch now. See, he pushes his head onto your hand and everything. Leave. Yep. See if he'll do what I get my dogs doing. Sit. Wait. Yep. Go. I'll teach you that one. So now what I'm doing, I'm adding distance because it's too warm for him to be charging around. Yep. So I'm asking a wait and returning to him and then rewarding with the ball. You see how he came up for the ball? I don't want him doing that. Yep. Good. Better. That was just one rep. So that was the second time I'd done that and he didn't come up at it for it. Yes. Nice. He's beautifully giving that now. Still a little bit of battle, but nowhere like he was. So I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. I'm trying to keep it on video so you can see. Leave. Yes. Good. Like I said, I'm wanting him to move, ideally move away from it. Leave. Leave. So that was a fail. Yep. Good. That was nice. And notice I'm not repeating command. I'm not saying leave, 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 leave. I'm saying it once and he's learning that way. Bring it. I'm going to try it with the 2 toys. Ready? Good. Yep. Leave. Yep. See, it blows his mind. Yep. I'm waiting. What I want is him not to snatch. Oh no, it squeaks. Leave. Yep. He can't snatch. I want him to understand that he can only take something when we say yep or whatever his owner's going to use. Nice, good. You tired? Ooh, uh-oh. So you might have noticed in that last clip, as he shook, his prong collar came off. Luckily I've got a spare collar on me, which I've just put on him. But that is exactly why you should always use 2 collars, or you can get a safety line that attaches. If he has a normal leather collar or whatever, attach the safety line to the prong collar and then the lead to that. What I am noticing, as I've just checked because my pockets are all ripped, that nothing's flying out. This is hanging out now. Again, on day 1, he would have been jumping at me to get that. So he is improving massively. I just need to get him improved a lot more so that Debbie can handle him nicely.